Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is Barre Sculpt. So for today's class, you want to grab a set of light weights. I'm just using 1 pound dumbbells, so feel free to go heavier. You can go lighter, being without any weights at all and just use body weight. And we'll also use a set of ankle or wrist weights. I'm going to go ahead and put these on. We don't have any cardio, and we're going to be on the floor the entire time. Doesn't mean it's going to be easy. So if you have those ankle weights or wrist weights, you can go ahead and put them on now if you would like. I'm just adding them now, just so it's less for me to have to do once we start getting into the lower body portion, which, little surprise, we're going to start with our upper body and with our core. So let's just start. Let's keep everything just as if we were seating the entire time. So no need to stand or have a bunch of space around you. We're going to go from a kneeling, some sitting positions, to laying on our side, to on our stomach, to on our back. So you will want to still have a mat, but you will not be standing, for example. Let's go ahead and start with our warm-up. Draw your arms up high overhead. Bend the elbows, cactus the arms. Draw the arms overhead 3 more times. Bend the elbows, draw the elbows down towards your rib cage. 2 more. Last one. From here, reach your arms up high overhead. Reach your right arm down towards the floor. Left arm up overhead, stacking your left shoulder over your right. Keeping your chin off of your chest. Rise up, use your core, stack your arms overhead. Release your left arm down towards the floor. Right bicep to right ear. Keep your chin off of your chest. Gently rise up. 2 more times each side. Right hand down. This time we're going to bend the left elbow, spread the fingertips wide, and extend. Use your core. Rise up, both arms overhead. Release your left arm down. Right bicep to right ear. Bend your elbow and extend. Gently rise up. 1 more time each side. Right hand down, left arm up. Bend the elbow and extend. 1 more time, both arms up. Release your left arm down. Bend and extend. Let's go ahead and take it to a low lunge. Draw that right foot forward, pressing into that right knee, allowing your left hip to open up. Chin and chest stays lifted here. We're going to draw the hips back as you straighten that front right leg. From here, we're just going to bend into that right knee and straighten, keeping your chest lifted. Bend into the knee and straighten the leg. 1 more time. On the next one, hold your right leg straight. You can point, you can flex, you can circle out that ankle in any direction. Gently hold your right toes flexed, fold forward, framing your right leg, maybe bringing the crown of your head towards your toes. Gently fold forward, feeling that deep stretch all along the back side of your right leg. Gently walk your hands to your midline, rise up, release your right knee down, take a big step forward with your left foot, pressing into your left knee, allowing your right hip to open, chin and chest stays lifted here. Deep inhales, deep exhales. We're going to draw the hips back, your shoulders stay stacked over your hips, flex your left toes, and press it forward. Opening up that right hip just a little bit more with each press forward. Flex the toes. On the next one, we're going to hold the left toes, left leg straight, point, flex, maybe circle out that left ankle in any direction. Keep wanting to stay either direction, any direction, either direction, whatever floats your boat. Hold the left toes flexed. Hinge forward, framing your left foot. Maybe bringing your nose towards your knee, heart towards your thigh. Feeling the stretch all along the left side leg. Gently rise up. We're going to come back to a kneeling stance. Sweep your arms up high overhead. Hands to heart center. Gently release down. From here, we're going to grab one light weight in each hand. Again, the weights are totally your choice. It's always an option. If they become distracting at any point in time throughout the class, you can always set them off to the side. So from here, palms are facing in. Give me a hammer curl as you lift the hips, squeeze the glutes, lower tap as you release the arms. Lift, hammer curl, thumbs in towards the same shoulder, release down. Keep it going. Lower down, lift up. Now the space between your knees, you can have your knees together as you rise up. You're also welcome to have your knees in a wide V stance, totally up to you. As you tap your glutes down, you want to actively keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. We'll get into the hinging as we progress through these moves. Hammer curl, thumbs in towards the same shoulder. Release, tap your hips down towards your heels. Gently rise up, squeezing your glutes as you rise. Tap down. That's it. On the next one, hold the hips lifted, hold the elbows bent. We have a bent fly with the right hip, come back to center, bent fly, left hip. Hi Lola, come here. Right hip, come back to center. So it's as if you're adding a side crunch with the elbows raised, elbows lower. Your palms are staying facing in toward your body as you lift your arms up to shoulder height. Your palms are coming down towards the floor, alternating right and left. Keep it going. Keeping those elbows bent at 90, alternating hips to the right, back to center, hips to the left, back to center. One more on each side. Hold the hips in the center. We're going to hold those elbows lifted so your palms are still facing down. From this position, your hips are just where they're at. We're going to extend the arms out to a T, bend back to that cactus-like position. So you're extending your elbows and you're bending, extending, come here, and bending. Keep it going. Just a gentle extend and bend. We're starting off with that upper body and that core here. Just because we're on the floor doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Keep your navel pulled in towards your spine. Again, your knees can be at any width. Trying to keep your elbows and your palms at shoulder height. Just a release. Draw them back into that 90-degree bend. All right, arms are staying out to a T. Give me some tiny circles as we crunch the hip just to the right, over to the right. Crunching the hips over to the right. So it's just a slight movement over to the right. Squeeze your glute. Over to the right. Tiny circles. Palms are facing down. You're circling forward, down, back, and up. Tiny hip pulses over to the right. All right, reverse your circles. Crunch the left, come back to center. Tiny crunches, so you're drawing your palms up, back, down, and forward. Tiny circles, palms are facing down. Keep it going. That's it. Just a little tuck to the left. Release down. Last one. Release your arms down. Roll your shoulders back. All right, let's come back right into it. Arms are out to that T. From here, draw the arms forward and open. Arms forward and open. Keep it going. Firing up those shoulders here. Arms forward, palms are facing down, arms open. So you're actively drawing your navel in towards your spine. You're squeezing your glutes. Everything is nice and tight. Your shoulders stack directly over your hips, so avoid leaning forward. Avoid slouching from one side to the next. Nice tall posture. Imagine somebody has a string on top of your head and they're pulling you up towards the ceiling. Keep it going. Arms forward and open back out to that T. Keep it going. All right, draw the arms forward. Bring the palms facing into back to where we started with those hammer curls. From here, we're going to tap the hips, lift the arms overhead. Draw them back forward as you lift the hips. Tap the hips, arms overhead. And forward. Arms up, tap. Draw it back forward. Again, widen your stance as much as you like. Arms forward, tap the hips as you release the arms up. Draw the arms forward as you lift the hips up, stacking the shoulders directly over your hips, whether your knees are open or whether your knees are parallel. Keep it going. You've got this. Still going. Almost there. All right, on the next one, hold the hips down. From here, we're gonna make our arms into like a beach ball. So you're making that round shape. Your elbows are bent, so avoid keeping the arms out long and straight. You wanna keep the elbows bent. In a forward stance, we're gonna open, draw the shoulder blades together, draw close. So it's as if your knuckles are touching and then opening, keeping the elbows bent. Bent fly here. Your hips are planted towards your heels. Open and close. Elbows stay bent. Chest is lifted. Avoid slouching. Keep your shoulders relaxed down from your ears. That's it. Just an open and close. Got it. Open and close. Last one. From here, release your arms down. Bring your palms facing up towards the ceiling. So with your hips in towards your heels. Lift your arms up overhead, around the rolled arms, and then draw the arms down. You can bend the elbows, tuck them in towards your rib cage, or release them down by your hips. Drawing the arms up. Elbows come in. And lift. And down. Keep it going. You've got this. Keep it going. Moving with control, moving with intention. Reach your arms up high overhead. Draw the arms in. Exhale as you pull the arms down. Inhale, reach your arms up high overhead. All right, on the next one, hold the elbows in towards your rib cage. So it's as if you are trying to draw your elbows behind your shoulders. From here, your palms are facing forward. We're going to send the arms out to a T. Draw the elbows back in, out to a T. Draw the elbows back in. So imagine that you have a pencil between your shoulder blades here. As you draw your elbow in, on both sides, you're squeezing those shoulder blades together. You want to imagine a pencil between your shoulder blades and you want to keep it there. Squeezing it tight and then releasing. Arms out to that T. Draw it in and out to the T. Few more. Give me 3 more. Draw the elbows in and extend. 2 more. Tuck in. And extend. Last one. All right, relax the shoulders. From here, we're moving on. So with those weights, palms face up, we're right back to where we started. This time we have a bicep curl with a hip lift and lower. I promised it wasn't going to be easy. Lift and lower. If those ankle weights are bothering you like mine are, you can take them off. You can adjust them. Keep it going. Bicep curl, extend. Hip lift with the bicep curl. Keep it going. Your shoulders are stacked directly over your hips as you tap your hips down and gently rise back up. Tap down and rise. Keep it going. You got 3. Last 2. All right, last 1. Hold the hips lifted. Hold the elbows bent at 90. So bicep curl, half curl, elbows are in towards your body. From here, we have tiny press back as we lift the palms up. Tiny press back, lift the palms up. So you're keeping your shoulders still stacked over your hips, pressing the hips back. Release. Tiny press back and release. Keep it going. You're moving here with intention, moving here with control. Again, your knees can be wide if that's more comfortable for you. You have your palms facing up. Squeeze and release. Keep it going. Maybe if you had your knees parallel, maybe draw them wider this time. See how that feels different for this round. Give me one more. From here, hold your hips lifted. Hold your palms facing up. We're going to extend the arms, serve our arms as we tap our heels towards our glutes. Draw everything back in. Glutes towards your heels. You can do both arms. You can do one arm at a time. And lift. Keep it going. That's it. Tap, extend, lift, and pull. Give me a few more here, just like this. Tap, extend, lift, pull, and squeeze your glutes. Don't forget the glutes. Keep your shoulders relaxed down from your ears. Give me one more. All right, hold the hips lifted, hold the arms out in front. Bring the palms facing in from this position. All right, we're gonna circle the hips to the right. Tiny circles as we circle the arms. Everything moving. We're gonna reverse the direction here in just a few. Hips to the right. Arms, tiny circle. They can be in, they can be outward. We're gonna reverse the entire thing, bringing the hips to the left and drawing your circles of your hands in the opposite direction. Go ahead and reverse the direction. Keep it going. I know this way is not organic because you didn't choose it the first time. That's okay. Just a few more here. Hold it. That's it. Give me 3 more slow circles. That's 2. And 1. Hold the hips lifted. Bring the weights to your shoulders. From here, we have a press up and release. Press up and release. Keep it going. Almost there. Got it. Palm up and release. Keep those forearms close in towards your body. Squeeze your glutes. Your shoulders are stacked directly over your hips. Avoid slouching, avoid hinging any direction or side to side. That's it. Lift and release down. Give me 4 more. Press up and release. We're going to work those triceps next. 2 more. Last one. All right, from here, bring the arms down by your side. All right, we have a hinge forward with the press back of the arms. Gently rise up, hinge forward. So you're trying to bring your hips towards your heels, but you're not touching. Your hands are by your side, so you're pressing back and rising up. press back, and rise. Keep it going, press back, arms extend. Try to lift your arms higher than your hips, maybe higher than your rib cage, maybe as high as your shoulder. Yes, you can. Squeeze your glutes, engage your core as you hinge forward and lift. Give me 2 more. We're going to add on to this movement here in just a moment. From here, bring the palms facing in. Give me a bicep curl as you hold it here. Press up, release down, hinge it back, draw everything in, bicep curl, press overhead. So we're doing a full Arnold press as we add in that core. We are finishing here with kneeling. So strong. We're going to come laying onto our back next. Full Arnold press with those knees just where they're at. So hinging, bicep curl, overhead press, bring everything back down. Press it back, straight arms, bicep curl, overhead press, bringing the palms facing out. That's it, give me 2 more. That's 1. 1 more here. Very nice. Release everything down. Shake it out. Grab water whenever you need it. We're going to come on down to the floor, laying onto your left side. So we're going to work that right side first. So just coming down here, nice and controlled. From here, you can set the weights off to the side. Have a soft bend into that front knee. We're going to tap that top knee to your elbow and then kick it back, tap it in, and kick. Now if you want to challenge your balance, you can lift that right arm high, drawing that knee in towards the shoulder and then kick it back. If you want to challenge your balance even more, straighten that bottom leg. Now, the most important part is that your top right hip is stacked directly over your bottom left hip. So avoid rolling from forwards and backwards, side to side. Just that right knee tucks in and then kicks up at the diagonal. Keep it going. Just a few more here. This is when those ankle weights really come in handy. Knee to elbow or shoulder. Kick it back. 1 more. Hold the knee bent. From here, we're going to tap the knee in front. It does not have to tap the floor. Lift it up. Tap the toes. Tap the knee forward. Keep that top knee bent. Tap the toes. So same options here. You can bend deeper into that bottom knee. Keep allowing you to keep your hips stacked. You can straighten that bottom leg. You can also lift your top arm up towards the ceiling, challenging your balance. Maybe trying to tap that knee. Maybe trying to tap your toes. That's it. Keep it going. Still going, still moving. Tap forward, tap it back. We're working the inner and outer thigh on that top right leg here. Challenging your balance by keeping your top right arm up towards the ceiling or your bottom leg straight. Last one here. Go ahead and straighten that bottom left leg if you previously had it bent. We're going to bring that right hand down if you previously had it lifted. Extend your right top leg on top of the bottom. From here, draw the toes of your right leg up the inside of your left leg. Reach your leg up towards the ceiling, lower down. Knee up. Extend to the ceiling. Release down. So you have a deep bend in that knee as you draw it up the inside of that left leg. Extend your leg long up towards the ceiling. Point through your toes. Release down. Draw it up. Extend. Release down. Keep it going. Lift and lower. A few more here. Draw it up. Extend. And lower. Give me 1 more. Keep the core engaged. Top hip stacked over your bottom. Lift it up and lower. Beautiful work. Come on onto your forearms, onto your bum. All right, from here, butterfly your knees out. Your palms are facing down. You can always sit more upright, that's more comfortable. We're just gonna draw the knees together and then open. Together and open. That's it. Keep it going. You can also roll all the way back if that's more comfortable for you. You can rise all the way up, coming onto your forearms if that's more comfortable, or just gently staying onto your forearms. Few more, knees together and close to open. Few more. Holding the knees open, soles of your feet together. We're going to keep that right knee bent. That left leg is not going to move, just the right leg. We're going to lift and lower. Lift it up and lower. Now the height that you lift that right leg can be 1 inch or 2, and tap it down. It can be a few feet, tap it down. It is up to you and up to your hip flexor mobility. You'll notice one side may be different than the other. That is completely normal. Point through your right toes. Lift and lower. If you're on your forearms, if you're laying on your back, if you're on your palms in a more seated up position, draw your navel into your spine. Contract your abs. Lift and lower. All right, one more here on the right side, then you guessed it. We are going to do the left side. Release that right leg. Butterfly the knees a little bit. Relax that right leg. Now it's for the left side. We're going to keep that left knee bent. We're going to point through the left toes. Keep that right leg completely still. Left leg is only the thing moving, not your right leg. So lift and lower. Same options here. You can lift it a few inches and lower it back down. You can lift it several feet and lower it back down. You want to keep that bend of the knee. So as you lower the leg, you're bringing the sole of your left foot directly to meet the right. So if you notice that, oh, my heel of my left foot is more so meeting the toes on my right foot, bend that left knee more. If your toes of your left foot are meeting the heel of your right foot, bend your left leg a little bit less. Lift and lower. Give me one more. All right, gently release all the way down. From here, hands by your side. Draw your heels in close to your body so with the soles of your feet to touch. We have frog pumps. Lift and lower. We're firing up the outermost part of those glutes. Soles of your feet together. Knees are butterfly open. Try to keep the knees open, close towards the floor as you lift the hips up and lower. Squeezing your glutes the entire time. Squeeze to lift, squeeze to lower down. That's it. Lift and lower. Few more. We're going to roll on to our right side next. Yes, for the other side of everything we did with the right leg. Now we're going to repeat it with the left leg. Give me one more here. Lift and lower. Release down. Draw your knees into your chest. Curl yourself into a tiny ball. Rock yourself up. Come on to the right side. And we're moving on. All right. From here, just laying down comfortably, boxing out your top left hand, draw your knee in towards your elbow, kick your leg back to diagonal. So same options here. You want to draw your left knee in towards your left elbow, maybe in towards your left shoulder. If your arm is up towards the ceiling, you want to challenge your balance. Remember, you can also straighten out that bottom right leg even more so. You can also bend into that knee to give yourself some more stability. Most important thing is that your top left hip is directly over your bottom right, so avoid rolling forwards or backwards. If you find that you're a little wibbly and wobbly, that is okay. Just adjust your bottom knee, adjust your top hand as you need to do so. Knee in, and extend. Knee bent. Bring your left hand down if you previously had it lifted. Tap the knee down towards the floor. Doesn't have to make contact. And then tap your toes towards the floor behind you. Tap knee in front, toes behind. Keep it going. Tap and tap. So again, remember, you do not have to make that contact with the floor. You do, however, want to move towards that direction. So if your left knee isn't quite tapping the floor, maybe it's tapping just above your right inner thigh. If your left toes are not tapping behind your glutes, maybe they're just tapping the inner right thigh. Keep it going. Few more here. That's it. One more full tap forward and back. Go ahead and extend that bottom leg long if you previously had it lifted or bent. Extend that top left leg long. Keep your top left hand boxed out. Draw the toes of that left leg up the inner right thigh. Lift your left leg up towards the ceiling and then lower down as you hold that left leg straight. Drop up the inside of your right leg up to the ceiling and lower down. Keep your core engaged. Point through your left toes. If you get a cramp like I just did, just come back into it. Keep it going. Top left hip stays directly over your bottom right. And lift. Still going. Still moving. Moving gracefully. That's it. Give me one more wherever you're at. Draw the leg up. Lift it up to the ceiling. And lower down. From here, we're going to come onto our belly. Maybe grabbing those weights if you would like. All right, from here, bring those weights one weight in each hand if you would like. Your arms are out in front, shoulder width apart. Your feet are long, opposite direction, and hip width apart. From here, lift your right leg, lift your left arm, right leg, left arm. Keep your gaze towards the floor, so keeping your neck at neutral spine. Avoid looking up, avoid looking forward, avoid looking left or right. Lift the left arm, lower down, lift the right leg, lower down. Engage your abs here. We're firing up the core, firing up the glutes. All right, release it down. From here, lift the left leg, lift the right arm, lift the left leg, lift the right arm. So as you lift the left leg, actively engage your core, actively squeeze your glutes, pressing your left hip in towards the floor, pressing the top shoelace portion of your right foot in towards the floor as you lift that left leg. Actively pressing your left palm in towards the floor as you lift your right hand. Gaze remains down to the floor. Avoid looking from one side to the next, keeping your neck in neutral spine. I'll let you know what is coming up next. We're going to go back to the left arm and right leg. One more of each. Left leg lifts, lowers, right arm lifts, lowers. From here, relax the left leg, relax the right arm. Left arm and right leg lift and lower together. And lower. Lift up and lower. Maybe point through your right toes more. Maybe extend your left fingertips longer out in front of you past the crown of your head, directly above your shoulder. Your right leg is directly back from your right hip. As you lift up, avoid rolling into the right side. You're pressing the left shoelace portion of your foot in towards the floor, lifting up and lowering. Contract your abs, squeeze your glutes. Lift left arm, right leg, and lower. Give me two more. Lift and lower. One more. All right, relax it down. Shake out your legs. Shake out your arms. All right, relax the right leg, relax the left arm. We're moving on. Left leg, right arm lifts same time. Lifts and lowers. Actively press your left palm in towards the floor. Actively press the top shoelace portion of your right foot in towards the floor. Lift and lower. Crown of your head reaching towards the top of your area, towards your fingertips. Lift and lower. Actively pressing into that left hip flexor and releasing down. Few more here. Lift and lower. Keep it going. Two more. Last one. All right, let's do a nice stretch here because you all deserve it. We're not done yet. Box out your left hand under your left shoulder. Extend your right arm long. Relax your right leg. From here, lift your left leg high. Draw it up and over the outer right hip. Just releasing your right cheek or ear down towards the floor. So your left arm is boxed out. Your right arm is extended long beyond your right shoulder. Left knee is bent. Left toes tapping behind your right hip. Hold it here for one more breath. On your exhale, gently fold back onto your tummy. Placing your hands on your shoulders. Press up. Give me one little cobra. Release your palms. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release down. All right. Keep your right hand directly under your right shoulder. Extend your left arm long directly from your left shoulder. Relax your left leg entirely. Lift your right leg and rock onto your left hip. Bending your right knee, releasing your right toes behind your left hip. Just relaxing your left cheek or ear on towards the floor. Allowing your right hip to open and left shoulder. Hold it here for a few more breaths. On your next exhale, gently come back onto your tummy. Go ahead and plant your palms underneath your chin. You can rest your chin or your forehead onto the floor, on your palms rather. We're going to bend our right knee. Flex your right foot towards the ceiling. Left toes relaxed, pressing the left shoelace portion of your foot into the floor. We're going to press the right foot up and release down to tap. Press up, release down to tap. Little press up, release down. Squeezing the base of your right glute so the sole of your right foot is trying to stamp the ceiling. Imagine you're trying to imprint the sole of your right foot up towards the ceiling. Release down. Gentle tap of your right knee on the floor before pressing right back up. Just a few more here. That's it. You've got it. Forehead on the floor or chin on the floor. All right, on the next one, hold that right knee as high as you can. Give me little presses here. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release that right leg down. Shake it out. All right, bend your left knee. Flex your left foot. Chin or forehead onto the floor. Press up and release. Pressing your hips in towards the floor. Press up and release. Keep that left knee bent. Gentle press up and release. Press and release. Keep it going. That's it. Just a few more here. Almost there. Press up, release down. Gentle press up, release down. On the next one, hold the left leg lifted. Pulse it here for 7, 8, 9. Woo, I'm counting backwards. You've got 3, 2, and 1. Extend that left leg long. Shake it out. Bring your hands under your shoulders and then walk them down towards your lowest rib cage. Press up. Give me a full cobra. Press back to child's pose. Draw your knees wide. Sink your hips towards your heels. Gently come on up. Flip it on over to your backside. We're going to finish with a little bit of core here. So bringing your knees over your hips, elbows are wide, point through your toes. Draw your right elbow to your left knee, extend your right leg long. Come back to center. Left elbow to right knee, extend your left leg long. Come back to center. Right elbow, left knee, extend. Draw everything back in line. Keep your shoulders lifted. So we are going slow for a reason. We want to slow everything down. We want to control our movements. If you do these crunches faster, you are using momentum. You are not using your abs. I want you to imagine suctioning your lower back in towards the floor by pressing your navel deep into your spine. Come back to center. One more on each side. Right elbow to left knee. Extend your right leg long. Come back to center. Left elbow to right knee. Hold the left leg long. Come back to center. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Curl yourself into a tiny ball. You can grab the tops of your shins. You can grab the back side of your thighs. Maybe rolling side to side if that's comfortable for you. From here, rock and roll yourself up to a seated position. Extend your right leg long. Draw the sole of your left foot inside of your right leg. Release your right hand down to the inside of your right leg. Left arm comes up high overhead. Maybe point through your right toes if you normally keep them relaxed or flex them. Gently rotate your left shoulder down, framing your right foot. Maybe bringing your nose towards your knee, heart towards your thigh. Holding here and breathing. Hold it here. Gently rise up on your next exhale, switching sides. Left leg goes long. Right sole of your foot inside of your left leg. Release your left arm down to the inside of your left leg. Release your right arm high overhead. Just gently folding over. Maybe gaze now under your right armpit. Gently rotate, framing your left foot. Take off your ankle weights at any time. Maybe bringing your elbows down towards the floor, maybe pointing your left toes if you normally have them relaxed. Gently roll up. Extend your right leg, coming to a wide leg straddle. From here, you're welcome to sit your body upright, lengthen your spine. You can walk your hands forward, folding out in front. Make sure your hips are staying grounded towards the floor. Maybe just folding forward. Maybe bringing your forehead onto the floor. Maybe just keeping your palms on the ground if that's comfortable for you. On your next exhale, gently walk your hands in towards your hips. Draw the soles of your feet to touch. Butterfly your knees open. Maybe butterfly your wings. Staying up nice and tall, stacking your shoulders over your hips. Maybe grabbing your big toes. Bringing your right ear towards your right shoulder, chin to chest. Left ear to left shoulder. Coming back, chin to chest. Right side. One more time each side. Back to chin and chest. Left ear to left shoulder. Gently rise up. You are welcome to stay here and just hold the stretch, staying up nice and tall. If you would like a deeper lower back stretch, Gently extend your legs out, making more of a diamond shape with your legs. Option 1 is to hold it just right there. Option 2 is to place your hands under your calves, noticing how this stretch may feel. If you like to come deeper, you can plant your palms on the top shoelace portion of your feet. Lengthen through the crown of your head and then fold forward, bringing the crown of your head towards your heels, towards your arches, maybe towards your big toes, and just folding forward. On your next exhale, gently release everything. Rolling back up, sweep your arms up high overhead. Relax your shoulders down from the ears. Bend your elbows, lift your gaze. One more time. Arms overhead, gaze is forward. Bend your elbows, lift your gaze. Come back through center. Bring your hands through heart center. Fantastic work today, everyone. Thank you so very much. Hope you enjoyed it. This was Barre Sculpt. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Thank you all. See you next time.